So it's almost 7. I totally slept in. I don't even have to use my headlight. So I got less than 2 miles to the junction with one of those bear trails that leads back down to the Gila River. And then it's 4 miles from here to my next water source. I have 750 liters and a little bit extra. And total 5 miles to go to Gila cliff dwellings and see the cliff dwellings. And a total of 8 miles to get to Doc Campbell's. And it's Tuesday, so they're not closed. So I don't really have to hurry, except that I can't spend too much time at the Gila cliff dwellings. But that's my day today. I guess that delicious meal must have gave me really good sleep. I ate that whole thing and didn't even feel full. I could have eaten more. So that's the only thing I don't like about long distance hiking is I don't really feel like super hungry all day or anything. But I know that I am hungry, and if I start eating something that's good, it's like I can just eat forever, and I don't even feel like anything went in my stomach. And that's really dangerous when I get home. Never can keep the weight off. I need that GLP-1 stuff if I want to be a normal weight person. So there's the Gila Canyon. So I think this little bear trail that's coming up has a good view of the canyon and a big campsite. Everybody talks about it. But of course, the closer you get to something you want to see, the shittier the trail gets. So this is a little bit better than where it was before, but it was like clinging to the side and turned outward and barely able to hold on. So it may take a while to get there. So I guess I'd have to walk, I don't know, a ways that away to see the view. But I'm just gonna skip it and go on to TJ Corral, which is what I've been aiming at for a while. Here, piggy, 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 piggy. Well, took a little break here. Ate some of my last of my food here. Not the last, but some of it. Some cookies. Now it looks like it's a paved highway walk for about a mile to get to the Gila cliff dwellings. It's about 8:45, I think. So I'm making good time here. Okay, I can see my route. So there's Snow Lake. So I took this road and I went to this campground, and then I went down here, and then I went down here, and then went over here. Yeah, Clear Creek Trail. And then I did this Lily Park, and then Pryor Creek, and then that cabin was Pryor Creek Cabin. And then I didn't do Woodland Park, or did I? Yeah, I did Woodland Park, and then I followed this through here, and no, I went down here, and then where's Highway 15? Oh, came out here, and then hiked up to the visitor center. So a guy I talked to here said he was just going to do a backpacking trip up the Gila River, and he was telling me that Doc Campbell's doesn't open until noon, and it's like 10 o'clock or something right now, or almost 10, something like that. It's not noon. But maybe if I go over there, I can soak in the hot springs. Well, it's 3.2 miles to Doc Campbell's anyway, so maybe by the time I get there, they'll be almost open. It's a beautiful day. They had a weather report in there for the next like 5 days or something, and there's no rain. So maybe I have finally emerged from monsoon season. Yay! And then I don't have to have wet things all the time. And I don't have to wear rain gear. I don't know why I hate it so much, but it'd be nice to be dry. So the cliff dwellings are back where I emerged at the TJ Corral and the faucet, and then I think maybe a little bit further up the road is where the cliff dwellings are. So if I had known, instead of turning left to come down here, I would have turned right to go see the cliff dwellings, but I didn't know. And so you would think somebody who walks 24 miles a day or so wouldn't care about backtracking a mile and a half, but I just don't want to. I need a rest day. I need to relax and attend to my physical needs, my need for ice cream and sitting down in a hot spring or whatever it is I can do over there. So maybe someday I'll see the cliff dwellings, or, I saw those cool ones in Arizona. So it's not like I've never seen cliff dwellings before. And from pictures that I've seen, these are not particularly spectacular or anything. So maybe someday I can find some really great ones. They had a lot of good pottery in the visitor center and little potsherds you could actually touch. And they had animal pelts you could touch and interesting stone tools and things like that. And a movie. And the movie kind of showed the cliff dwellings. So that was pretty good. That was interesting. So I'm back on trail. Is that it? Could be. I think so. Oh, that isn't it. I walked right past it. That's a campground. You can stay there for $13. The post was on the other side of the street. I wasn't even looking. I gotta walk back. What is this, a 1/10 of a mile? Less than a 1/10 of a mile. There it is. It's only 11 though. So, gotta wait an hour. But I can do research and far out, figure out where these hot springs are. Now it says Tuesday closed. That's not what they told me when I called them. So Doc Campbell's Post is closed Tuesday and Wednesday, won't open until Thursday. Today's Tuesday. I'm at this RV campground. I can camp here. I tried calling them, but I didn't get any answer. I tried calling Doc Campbell's Post, but I left a message. If they don't call me back, I guess I'll just hitchhike to Silver City because I'm hungry. I don't have enough food to hike 60 miles. Oh my God, they're so nice. They said that they would open the store for me and let me shop for an hour. So I'm just gonna go over and wait. She's doing some chores. She's not even the owner. She's just, I don't know if she works here or she is their daughter or what the deal is. Oh my God, I just wasn't sure what I was gonna do. So I got a campsite underneath this shade is my site. It's not the greatest site, but it'll do. The best part is there's hot springs that are, I'll show it to you later, but they're concrete pools. So my tent site is steps away from the Gila River. So this is nice. So there's my tent site, the river, and the hot springs. I don't even have to walk very far. Oh, and there's the toilets. So here's one of the pools. This is real nice. I just have to figure out which pool is the one that's too hot. Oh, this one's the one that's too hot. Pool just cleaned, too hot to use. Alright. Well, there's also like hot and cold water that you can drink here. Not that I'd want to drink any hot water, but I'm going to wash my socks out and let them dry. Wow. Oh, this is so nice. It was so hot out there. I thought it would be too hot to get in here, but it's like the perfect temperature, and because my hair is wet, it's cooling me off actually. And as soon as I get out, of course, I'm freezing. I have no towel or anything. I'm wearing my town shirt and my wind pants. My wind pants were so dirty, so I figure this will clean them, and they dry pretty quickly. They said that daylight hours you have to wear clothes, and after dark it's clothing optional. So I may come back later in the dark so that I don't have to get any of my clothes wet and do the clothing optional thing. Hopefully my clothes, which I dunked in the water here, will dry and I'll have something to sleep in besides my birthday suit. But this is lovely. This is a great Nero day. Yeah. Well, here's my home sweet home for the night. It's kind of breezy today. Look at that, I'm steps from the hot spring and the toilet's not too far away, and the Gila River is just right down there. In fact, I think you can see it a little bit right in there. And I got this place here to I took my clothes and I put them in the hot water just to rinse them off. Let them dry in the sun, except the sun kind of went behind a giant cottonwood tree. But this is a very, very nice place. I think I'm gonna just lay down and relax. Maybe go soak again later when I don't have to wear clothes. Okay, let's look at my progress. Here's the New Mexico state boundary. I started somewhere up here, and I'm now right about in that little creek. I've gone about 580 miles. I have about 220 miles to go.